Covering Colorado First is our commitment to covering the biggest, most important stories happening in our state. Investigator Brian Maass has been following through on that promise for 34 years. Last night, he received a high honor for his work. Brian was inducted into a Society of Honor. The Silver Circle recognizes individuals who have devoted a quarter of a century or more to the television industry and who also have made a meaningful and significant contribution to broadcasting. Here's a look back at Brian's decades of work covering Colorado First.
If that race for governor was a horse race, it would have ended up as a photo finish.
Brian's just extraordinary. There's no other way to put it.
Marty, if you've ever asked yourself, how popular is softball in Aurora? Well, the answer is right here.
I think it's absolutely remarkable what he's done over so many years.
We have Brian Maass up in Copter 4 right now. Truck was up against the center lane median, Boulder Turnpike.
One thing I can say after 20 years of working with Brian is that he is the fairest reporter I have ever encountered.
In the meantime, it should be at least a millennium or two before Martians land again in Louviers, especially in the middle of the night. Brian Maass, News Center 4.
Take me to your news director.
Wait a minute, this isn't in the script, fellas. Come on, can't we work something out?
I'm ready to go. How soon are you coming to me?
What kind of drug activity was there here?
I was told to get on the air as soon as possible.
They say you brought a woman in to have sex with these inmates.
Brian Maass is my work wife. Easy as that.
If you're somebody who knows you've done something wrong, and you pick up the phone and it's, "Hi, this is Brian Maass with CBS4," just like, oh no.
Brian sets a standard for journalism.
This is a major breaking story right now behind Union Station.
You gotta watch Brian.
Mr. Henthorne.
Brian is very good at reporting investigative stories.
41-year-old Becky Bartee was an Arapahoe County prosecutor and single mother. In June 1999, she was found dead in her bathtub.
This horrible crime went unsolved for many, 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 many years.
So he gets a tip, and bam, he catches the killer. Can you imagine that?
Brian Maass, I'm sorry I don't know you, but I do want to say thank you to you.
Brian has taken the whole concept of investigative reporting to a whole new level.
After a News 4 investigation found Laura Sella and other top Denver police commanders leaving work in the middle of the afternoon to make extra money as private crossing guards.
Well, Brian, take
the math isn't adding up.
Take your complaint to internal.
He does his homework, and though he may have good sources, he makes sure that it's backed up with facts.
Our investigation has also found that Officer Beeney has been involved in another controversial drug-related shooting.
This is a very important checks and balance that's important in terms of how you hold people accountable.
A series of carbon monoxide deaths and poisonings that occurred on and around houseboats around the country.
These two children that died on a family vacation in Lake Powell. As a result of Brian's work, congressional hearings were held and the product was changed.
The bottom line is when it's time to go to air, the story is sound.
Tonight we hear the full story from Private First Class Lindy England.
This is one of Brian's biggest scoops of his career.
Lindy England is one of 7 American soldiers currently facing military charges in connection with the ongoing Iraqi prison abuse scandal.
And Brian was able to get the first exclusive interview with Lindy England talking about this is what was really going on in those pictures.
There's a photograph that was taken of you holding an Iraqi prisoner on a leash. How did that come about?
I was instructed by persons in higher rank to stand there, hold this leash, and look at the camera.
This week, 3 people that I know are gone.
I thought Brian's trip to Vancouver was incredibly eye-opening.
This, a heroin epidemic, out of control and out in the open.
So Brian traveled to Canada, where he was able to see where supervised injections were already being in place and being used.
It was a very eye-opening experience. I mean, just mind-changing, life-changing kind of things that we saw.
To me, that was a story where you take such a big issue and drill it down into a specific way that tells a story, but it stimulates discussion.
The problems here began last year.
Brian has changed legislation, he's changed products, he's changed the way cities do business.
Brian Maass's investigation into personal calls on city cell phones led to changes in the Public Works Department.
But one of the things that I think will always stay true from now into the future is Brian's great storytelling ability.
He'll be remembered for the questions he's asked.
You heard any of those girls?
For the results he's gotten.
I have not been deceptive at all.
And the stories he's told.
Congratulations on the honor, and I think I speak for all of us when I say we never knew you'd gotten that old.
He's been here so long. He's probably the only other person in the building as old as me. So, well, Jim Benneman is too.
He's been around us for a long time. We like to say that, he's joining the Civil Circle. He's been around doing investigative reporting just as long as since silver was discovered here in Colorado.
Congratulations, Brian.
Hey, Brian, congratulations.
Congratulations, Brian Maass.
Congratulations, Brian, on being inducted into the Silver Circle.
You deserve it. That's coming from your work wife.